I'm fingers crossed we can do a little bit of role playing with old Uzik Smolterhide whilst we wait for Michael to appear.
We can do that.
So as we left it, he's standing over here on top of these cages full of dryads, holding a glass toxin ball aloft.
Yes.
And he said, "Let us squeak, 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 speak. All the tree things die."
I think Zuriel's eyes, with just a small crackle of lightning of the irritation of being caught in a disadvantageous situation, but he will say, "Well then, about what do you wish to talk?"
Well, speak of the devil.
Right on time. Did I nail it?
You mean getting a major wound? Yes, you did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I thought that was only for being 30 minutes late. Oh wait, I am 30 minutes late. Oh, fuck.
That couldn't have been more perfect. I think we decided that the toxic defoliant stuff was seeping into your wound and
Yes.
making it all gangrenous and disgusting. You don't care about that sort of thing, so clearly.
Yeah, Uzik says, Storm Thing. Yes, I wish to speak to you. You will make a deal with me. You will let me... Silent elf thing. Fix connection first, then speak.
Oh, all fixed. Now speak.
Fix, yeah.
Quick fix.
Turn on again.
And he says, you will leave Uzik's laboratory, and I will not kill these tree things.
Well, you drive a hard bargain. But I'm afraid that will not be a satisfactory solution to us.
Then you leave, and Uzek will not kill you.
He'll say, "Well, that's another interesting proposition. What is it that you're doing down here in your laboratory that you wouldn't want us to discover?"
He holds up his little globe he's holding, and cackles maniacally and says, Uzik has created the defilement toxin, one of the greatest Skaven weapons. It will destroy all the tree things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, if I might put it to you, Uzik the Wise, if you're to use your defoliant weapon to destroy all of the tree things, why would we leave?
He cackles again and says, because this is not the only tree things that are in Anvilgard. Yes. Even as we speak, the pest. Well, what's their long? Their name is too long for a Skaven name. The Virulent Procession is making their way to the tree things. Towers in the sky. They will cover it with the defilement toxin.
He's really got us over a barrel here.
That's how he survived this long.
Barrel of Napoleon.
How much of this toxin have you created? Oh, great, Uzik.
He gestures at all of the. You can see on the sort of the right hand side is a huge vat of it, and it's sort of tumbling into the water and running down this sort of waterfall on the side, and
so it's
all over the
already
place.
going into the water now.
Yeah, but the whatchamacallit, the Sylvaneth are up in the sky, so they're untouched by the water in the sewers, but
Okay. Well, I'm trying to establish if there's a limited enough quantity that they're going to like transfer it to another location to try and spray it into the sky.
Well, apparently they're already on their way to do it.
Oh, I see. Shit.
He says, "Yes, you leave Uzek's laboratory, and Uzek will leave Anvilgard. Yes, he will leave Anvilgard if you leave him be."
He'll leave because he's already managed to kill all of the tree things.
Yeah. He doesn't understand like compassion in other beings.
How many tree things are there?
They're dryads, which are kind of like the four. There's 4 dryads, which are like the lesser. Don't know. They're not like full-on personality trees. They're just more like the serving warrior caste trees.
Uzik, you've driven a hard negotiation so far, but all conclusions so far point to there being really no downsides to killing you and destroying your laboratory. It would be a terrible shame for the dryads you stand above to be slain. However, it is well within our power to destroy you and the laboratory and make our way to save the rest of Anvilgard. Unless you give us a compelling reason not to do that, I'm afraid you might be walking down a one-way street into death, I suppose.
No, not one-way street. Two-way street. A roundabout. It says, I knew you were coming through the sewers, so I gave the order to attack the tree thing's lair. By the time you have killed all of us here, they will be dead. So you turn around and you go save them now, yes?
Do a like deceit check or some kind of like
Intuition.
Intuition. I feel like I prefer a different one to check.
Weapon skill?
You guessed it. No, what's my this is my effortless deceit. See others. Oh no, that's to see others. That doesn't help. Okay, I'll take an intuition check. Give me a second. All right, little character sheet. Or not guile.
No. Zuriel's the one. I thought Zuriel would do an intuition. You gonna do one as well?
All right.
Well, I was waiting to see if the one who initiated the test would fail it first before doing it and stealing his intuition glory. But
It's too late. I've done it. It's great.
Quite intuitive, actually.
That's quite good. Yeah. Well, as far as you know, what are you trying to?
That it's too
intuit?
late. Intuit that it's too late. It's not an ongoing process. It really is too late. And do we have to depart, or is it? Is there still time to? Is he trying to like distract us? But actually, it still is an ongoing process that can be disrupted.
I guess you feel like if he's telling the truth, it's only been probably 10 minutes since he gave the order, and it'll take you that time to get out of the sewers again. So there is a chance you'll be able to catch up with them before they wipe out all the Sylvaneth. You don't know, but you don't know how many there are. You don't know how they're going to get to the Spireroot. You don't know.
Sorry, I missed that. So is it in my mind? Sorry, there's like stuff emanating from this vat, but you're saying there's like plague bearers have departed with it, like lashed to their back.
Yeah. So he's saying that he's sent other Skaven to go and shoot this stuff all over the Sylvaneth and kill them all.
Okay. Interesting.
But you also do intuit that he's trying to save his own skin as well.
Well, that yes, kind of goes without saying.
With these lot, yes.
Well, I'll leave it up to the good-hearted people at the party to make a decision, because
Good-hearted.
doing. Yes. Molasses also doesn't care much for the compassion.
Tricky.
He says, time to choose, small brains. Let Uzik go and save the tree things. Always time killing Uzik, and all the tree things die.
Apologies. What specifically did Uzik say about who had gone to distribute the poison and how?
He said, the Virulent Procession has gone, which is their whole clan organization. So,
Okay.
probably more than what you see here have gone.
Okay. So the suggestion is just that a large number of Skaven have gone to somewhere near the Sylvaneth floating encampment
Yes.
in order to somehow distribute the poison to the Sylvaneth in the encampment. Orixion turns to the rest of the party and says, I will be able to reach the encampment quicker than anybody else. My winds of Chrome. I'll scout. I will head back to the surface. See if this misshapen creature's statements have any bearing on fact. You keep blades against their foul necks. And if the party agrees, then Orixion will do that.
May Sigmar go with you, brother.
Oh.
Of course, Orixion will be able to deal with the entire procession of it. I guess we don't have Vox speeds either, so I don't know how I can
That was my next question.
send word back. Before he leaves, then Orixion will be like, "Brother Stormwake, is there any magical means by which I can contact you to report on whether this rat creature speaks truth?"
No, I'm afraid not. But perhaps you can sound the alarm in the city and Warn the anvils of the Heldenhammer to make all haste.
At the very least. In the meantime, I leave the fates of these pitiful, mangy creatures to you, brother.
And me.
Oh, that's not what fascists do. You're basically just like a Romanian,
auxiliary.
SS conscript.
I mean, it's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
Don't know why I went in that direction. Orixion gives one last disgusted look at the Skaven, which they care nothing for, and turns and heads to the surface with all speed.
Uzik laughs as you leave. It says, "One stump thing is not enough to stop the Virulent Procession. They shall fill his stupid armor with defilement toxin and watch him melt."
There are Sylvaneth trapped at the back of the room, right?
Yes.
With... Oh my god, so wait, how are these zones working? In terms of distance, so it's obviously like...
So the
zones very well played out, but in terms of actual range...
So I'm thinking they're like the sewer rivers are a zone as well.
Okay.
So going between zones, I think, is going to be 2.
So they're about 4 zones away, is what you're saying.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
That's far.
I think unless you make a decision, I think Uzik is going to order the attack.
Well, yeah, I was hoping to make a move, but long range is 2 zones, right?
Long range, it's short, medium, long. As long as 3.
How many zones is long range?
3.
3. That's 1, 2, 3. Pretty close. Yeah. Well, literally, as soon as as soon as Orixion was going to leave and leave us a bit short-staffed, Molasses' plan would be to make some attempt to get to the back of the room and free the Sylvaneth to gain more allies in this fight. But it's quite far. But doesn't mean she can't shadow step there in one turn and be there a turn after. It's whether or not the non-dotted lines are movable into. I suppose I assume so.
You could go onto these walkways.
I'm thinking, yeah. Can I go into this little bucket thing over here? That might be in shadows.
There's a walkway here you can go.
Yeah, but that's not in shadows, is it? That's going to be sitting duck.
That is sitting duck zone, yeah.
That's sitting duck territory, mate. There's some shadowy bits over here. What about cutting these planky bits under this planky bit?
Here's a planky bit. I think Uzek says, "Follow your foolish friend. Otherwise the 3 things will die now." And he holds his globe aloft, about to smash it down onto the cages.
Alright, well, I shadow step onto a barrel floating under this bridge, completely shrouded in shadow. And I appear, and I'm under this bridge here. Any complaints?
I would say not that side, because that side is where there's a waterfall, so we would literally go straight off the edge next round.
Good point.
But if you say you shadow step onto this box here, maybe.
Yeah.
As it passes under the bridge, maybe?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Just a bit of cover. And vanish. You guys probably think I've left. But you know what, you know how I do.
Yeah, I mean, you are initiative 4.
Yeah, but it was before the combat. It's before the combat started.
Okay, fine.
It was literally as
all right. Uzik. Okay, well, this is round. I believe their fastest is initiative 5. So you go first, Zuriel.
All right. Sensing Molasses' craftiness, Zuriel will take a cheeky step into this zone And then the bolt of lightning casts Sigmar's Storm.
So hang on. As you step onto the
Ah, for God's sake.
platform, hang on, there are...
Oh, you bet you were having fun waiting for that, weren't you?
Anytime a non-Skaven character crosses one of the bridges, they must roll a 1d6. If the result is equal to or greater than their body score, the bridge groans and shudders in protest. And if it roll less, well, we'll see.
I guess.
Okay, well, fortunately, my body is only 3.
Okay.
So it's a 1 or a 2, I fall in and die.
Yep. That's what the rules say.
Hey.
You're good. So it, like, buckles under you, but you holds firm.
But only for a moment, as soon as his toe steps out of this zone and into that zone, he disappears. Alright, Sigmar's Storm goes off.
Mm-hmm.
He reappears here.
Nice.
Whoa! Wait, that's my plan.
You're too bloody slow.
How far is your fucking teleport?
Long range.
Oh yeah, you moved and teleport. That's clever. Oh, it's a spell. Is it a spell?
The spell.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. And on arrival... On arrival, he has a couple of options and he hasn't decided which one he's doing yet.
Well, see, I was going to survey the scene and check out, like, yes, this cage looked flimsy or lock-pickable. But you've charged in there, so that's fine.
Well, I think he might notice that you've disappeared.
Well, he might, yes.
He's crafty. Nah, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna fuck, what's it called? Purifying blast everyone in this fucking zone.
Okay.
Including the Sylvaneth?
Yep. Because they are not unworthy.
Not
So-
Not unworthy. Right, they'll be fine.
He purifying blasts
You hope. You'd not
Spending a
have done their
point.
lives.
of metal. Focus bumps that up. No, it doesn't. Bugger. Well, it's just the 3 successes, which is enough to mean everyone in the zone will need to make a 4/3 soul determination test or be knocked unconscious.
4/3 soul determination. Right, 12. Uzik passes.
That's extremely inconvenient.
And the 2 rat ogres.
Oh, that's Uzik. I thought that was the Sylvaneth. There's a lot of people back there. I thought that was the Sylvaneth. No, that's Uzik as well.
Well, the rat ogres, surprisingly, no one have a soul of 1. So
Ah.
they can't pass it. Yeah.
Okay, so they're knocked unconscious for a round.
Okay.
Very nice.
And given that Uzik is sadly not unconscious, Zuriel will now attempt to grapple him with his final point of metal.
Okay.
Interesting. We try and take him hostage?
Well, probably can't kill him in one go, and he's got this bottle of defoliant. So I want to make him unable to do that. Do anything
so I
with
see. Oh, he's about to drop it on the... Yes, of course, he had to, like, just drop it
that. We're
on the
here,
Sylvaneth.
well, we may not all be, but some of us are here to save lives, if possible.
I mean, to kill the lives that will save the lives.
So as he teleports in, he does not foresee the rat being found somehow worthy in Sigmar's eyes.
Oh.
But yes, dives in instead to grab him bodily. So it's a posed test. I am going to use one of my glimpse dice for this. But I have two.
Okay. Fate dice.
So it's just going to be, I guess, is it just body?
Grapple.
Yeah.
Is it,
Well, I guess it's
mo-
fortitude, but I don't have any points in fortitude anyway, so.
Is it... Hang on. Grapple, make a body might test.
We might. I believe that will make no difference, but I'll do the correct one anyway.
Resisted by might or reflexes.
Ah, shit. I was hoping it would be might versus might, because now he's going to win. Shit.
Well...
I've got a big old 2 successes there. Have that.
Okay. No, get away from me, something! I get 2 as well.
Uh-oh.
What's that mean?
I don't know. What's the... Let's just quickly look up opposed tests. Opposed test. 126. I mean, annoyingly, it doesn't say.
Reroll?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a fairly common situation that it should explain.
Yeah. Unless it's a success, because if that meant like the difficulty was a 4-2, you got 2 as well, which would make you.
That makes it a success, yeah.
Yeah.
In that case.
Should we just house rule it like that, or re-roll?
I think if we just pick one way or the other to deal with these tests.
Yeah.
Um,
And I can ask Discord in before next time.
It makes sense to me that it would set the DN of the test.
Yeah. Although I'm opposing you, right?
So who's setting the DN?
Yeah. I feel like you're setting the DN for me to resist.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Do you reckon? Or we just re-roll, just so we don't come down either side.
Go on then, let's just
Go
re-roll
on,
and
then.
hope for not a draw.
This is yeah. I mean, how many dice are you rolling? Yeah, same amount.
Or
So.
it's 4-4, so.
Yeah.
Oh no. Shit.
Oh, since you're on a 6. No bad thing.
Fuck. Alright, well. That's Zuriel who's fucked it. Well, he's not completely fucked it because he's not going to get murdered by rat ogres just yet, but.
Yeah. Alright, so it's Uzik, initiative 5. He throws down the defilement toxin.
Oh no.
So I need to do a successful ranged attack against you. And his ranged is. Oh well, his ranged is poor. What's your defense?
My defense is average.
Okay, so it's just going to be 2d6. So 2 successes. So you take a medium dose of defilement, which
Where this is going.
is 3 points of damage, ignoring armor,
Lovely.
and you're poisoned for a turn, which is 1 less dice.
Okie dokie.
And then every creature in the zone suffers a small dose, but because it's super effective against the Sylvaneth, they just like wither into white wood and die.
Zuriel.
Zuriel calculated this was always a very high risk that they were going to die anyway.
It's such like a SWAT, Stormcast SWAT.
Swatcast.
Don't spots usually save the day?
SWATcast Eternals. Really?
Do they?
Don't they just shoot the wrong people? Anyway.
No, never happened.
Cool.
It was a perfect plan.
It was
Got built into
It
it.
was actually a very good plan.
He was supposed to be unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm a bit annoyed because I realised I could use metal to move and then Shadow Leap and got there, but I couldn't have done anything when I got there, I suppose. But yes.
Alas.
All right, and then it points a finger at you, and uses one of its horrible spells. So you have to make a 4-1 Fortitude test, opposed by my devotion. So
Now, here's one thing that I just need to check because I don't know how it works. But what is it? Unbinding spells? I have no idea how it works. It's never come up.
okay, well, this is a.
Is it not a spell?
I think it's a miracle.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna look it up anyway because it feels like we've never really faced any spellcasters.
Yep.
How it bloody works. But yes, okay. So I need to make a 4-1. On what? Sorry.
Fortitude.
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 Ah.
3. Okay.
Fortitude.
What's the trading is extra dice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's usually my question. Aren't you some kind of DM?
Oh, did you do -1 dice for being poisoned?
Oh, I did not. But it was all.
They're all
It
successes,
was all
right?
successes anyway, so call it 2.
Easy. So I'm just seeing if this is right. His devotion, he's gonna get 10 dice,
What?
which seems insane.
Well, that seems like bullshit.
1, 2. What was the DN? Oh, it's an opposed test. It's 4s. 1, 2, 3. I got 4. It's a pretty terrible roll there. So 4 to your 2, which means you take damage equal to the difference in successes. So that's 2 damage. You're poisoned for 1 day, and that ignores armor as well. So it's 2 damage.
Of course it does.
Day.
And then he's going to use a metal on top of that,
Little bastard. Should have
which-
just punched him.
which causes wave of full body muscle wrecking spasms to accompany the diseases, so you are stunned until your next turn.
Goody.
And then
So
he is,
stunned means what again? Because it's never happened to one of us.
you can't use metal, and you can either move or do an action.
Okay.
And there's something else as well, but I forgot. And then he's gonna run out of the laboratory,
Oh, for f***'s sakes.
and he's gonna kick one of the rat ogres on his way out. He's like, "Defend me, stupid thing, stupid ogre thing."
How much metal did he have?
3.
3 metal! I actually have 1 metal, you know. It's quite upsetting.
He's what's called a chosen, which I'm assuming is one of the highest ranking enemies.
3 metal.
I'm quite upset about how this has played out.
It did not go well.
It was close. This is why I really didn't want to be like, I'm rolling it in my favour. Alright, and then initiative 5. So, oh god,
Can
where are all the
someone-
name tags?
Can someone call Orixion back? Can we swap Stormcast space?
They will be fine.
No, because Zuriel has no magic that can do mobile phone technology.
Yeah, it's just all fails.
More of a battle mage than a
Walkie-talkie
Nokia
mage. Nokia mage.
We're all going to die
Yes.
for nothing. That's what Zuriel's thinking. The red
Yeah.
mist will be coming down on him in a moment.
Yeah. Death Company. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
These gut runners who the ones who ambushed you and ran away appear out of the sewage. Wait,
who are these guys?
they just appeared out of the sewage.
You said they ambushed us and ran away. Was that
They
from...
they ambushed you last session and then they ran away and then they've come back to.
Oh, those little shits. We don't care about those. We got much bigger problems.
Yeah. So I'm just
No.
gonna.
I'm in stealth in the shadow, just so you know.
Oh, you can't be seen. You mean?
Yes.
Did you roll stealth?
Yes.
Oh, you automatically enter stealth, don't you?
How?
You automatically
No,
enter stealth,
I get a free action to roll stealth test, which I did. So it's
which you did. Yes,
yes.
definitely did.
Well, I got 2 successes, but I could roll another metal if you want. I could roll that metal to get another up if you want.
Let me even see if their natural awareness is any good.
Oh, that's
I
a
mean,
good point.
it is 2, so you could fail it.
Yeah, well, I got 2 successes already, if that's enough.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Some terrible ones.
Yeah, I think. Oh, it's again. This
Okay,
is
great.
actually this.
A draw on a awareness
Yeah,
test.
it's
Kinda
quite
like
interesting how this has never come up.
that. And also, if you go into, if you go into stealth and then they perceive you, but you're already in stealth.
Yeah, I've got 2. So do I need to beat 2 or like
Yeah,
get
well,
2
I assume it
successes?
was like
I assume it's like a 4-2 stealth test. Is what the assumption was, pretty standard. But then, yeah, but if they then come in with the rules, they're not clear.
It's the rules. They're not good.
But burn all the rules. Start new rules.
Maybe one of them will do an awareness test then, since they saw you
Alright.
disappear and they're like scouting for you.
Sure.
So I get 3 successes. So there you go. So that one's done their bit, and then the other 3 will move in, and they will do their attacks are good. What's your defense?
I'm in shadow, so my defense will be good.
Okay, that is good.
Does it? I mean, let's not factor in that I'm balancing precariously on a crate as it's suffering under a bridge.
Makes you harder to hit.
Exactly, I think so.
It's like the Hobbit
Yes.
film scene.
Where are the barrels? Exactly. This is
Yeah.
great.
So that's 2 successes. What's your armor? Is it 1?
Oh no.
Yeah, so that is 2 damage.
How does 2 successes become 1 damage?
'Cause it's 1 plus successes.
Ooh, very exciting. Look at you, Mr. Big Man.
And the next one misses. The next one does another 2 damage. And the next one does 3 damage.
Okay. Can they not?
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're not like poisoned for 3 years. Ignoring
Yeah,
armor.
but I also have literally no toughness left now, so that's
Oh, okay, that is quite bad. Yeah, fair
yeah.
enough.
That was a bit of a spanking for someone who's in fucking stealth.
But you get to act now, I believe.
Can I not make an opposed test against being perceived?
Your stealth was that.
I suppose it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that high. To be fair, yes. All right, fair enough. That does seem fair. I could make it. Well, annoying because I was gonna fucking go. Oh, he's gone anyway. I can't backstab him. Well, yeah. This is always the worst place to be in. So let's think. I can move away if I.
It's about as badly as it could have gone, really.
It's not going great. Give me a moment. Once you feel damage, free action. I can move away so I deal damage. So I can do a spell and. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this then. Right, I'm gonna cast.
That's
Proud.
not a thing.
There's nowhere really to escape to. It's pretty precarious, all this fucking shit. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out an escape plan, which is not great. Because my movement shows I'm about to disengage first, but that's really shit. Okay.
We can always let Orixion take his turn.
Yeah,
first.
let's do that.
Woo! Done.
Yay!
Fuck me. This is quite. All of my everything.
I sure hope Orixion's quite reasonable, I believe, decision to leave the combat to serve a greater purpose. I sure hope it's not the last time we see him.
I can.
This
do
time he's
something-
the only one who does survive.
I can do something then leave. I can't. There's nowhere safe I can get to.
You can hop onto another barrel under this crane, maybe.
Well, I can. But it's pathetic. I'm just gonna get attacked again. But I have to because I've got nothing.
I mean, Uzi.
No.
Unless you're chasing after Uzi to get revenge, like the Dryads are dead.
I don't get
There's nothing keeping you here, unless you want to fight them. But
yeah. I
which
mean,
your Zuriel probably will do now.
He might do.
to be honest, I don't know how at all.
Sorry, there's a lot to figure out. I'm sorry for being slow, but there's a lot of
There's both survival and there's also fucking off and leaving the entire party.
You want to do? You still got your drugs? You want to take some drugs?
I was thinking about that, but my drugs, I assume, are a whole turn to use as a whole action, so that's not great to do. I'm going to have to use an action to disengage and then fucking chase after Uzik, really. That's all I've got. Actually, he was quite powerful up close.
Yes, he was.
Unless
you have lots of fortitude
to
survive his spell.
But like you said, so. Well, yeah, fuck.
because then we just are we just leaving as an absolute failure? There's no point in that way. Fuck it. I spent too long mulling. I'm gonna disengage, using actions to great disengage, and I'm gonna use metal to use a movement to shadow step and fucking chase after Zeke because I don't know what else the fuck to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yes.
So you can shadow
Whatever.
step into the tunnel he disappeared
Yeah.
into.
So I'm assuming it's pretty shadowy. Yep. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going for.
Okay, fine.
I got quite. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I'm on the chase. Sorry guys, but I don't know what else to say that or.
That's a reasonable decision that Molasses would also take.
Yeah, and also I'm playing into the fact that she's again in a murdery mood, and this fucker's just buggered off. So yeah.
Now, how do I get Zuriel and Carrich back together?
Right. So nearly everybody else is initiative 2.
Oh,
So this might take a bit of time. The rat ogres are asleep, so they're fine.
great.
Thank
But they are. Yes. Oops. No, not dead.
Oh, go on.
They can be if they wish.
We're going to topple off the edge into the swamp.
I do sometimes call sleep the little death.
They do.
Yes. This is a little death. Milo, can you just check while I do the rest initiative 2 stuff? Can you just check Carrick's thing? Is it he has to act last or he has to act initiative 1?
Oh, good call.
Let me see.
Because there are some
It
the
says
plague monks.
always act last.
Okay, fine.
in this round.
Fine. All right. So I guess we'll just do this, and we'll just do this all at the same time. They can move. Is it 1? Is it normal move? You can move into the adjacent zone, right?
Yeah.
And then run is. Okay.
Yeah. I'll have a quick check while you're doing all your bits.
I'll do my bets.
It's funny, it's just one of those things we actually don't use that much because the movement's so free with the zones anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Then. So, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3 Plague Sensor Bearers. They had 1 attack each, 46. Oh, when they took the charge action, they add 2d6 to their weapon skill instead of 1d6. I'll be doing that. As they charge towards you. And because the Plague Sensors are now in your zone, the zone has a minor hazard, which means it's an extra damage at the beginning of your turn. Oh, if 2 Sensor Bearers or Plague Priests are in the same zone, it becomes a major hazard. 3 or more becomes a deadly hazard. So because there's 3 Plague Sensor Bearers in your zone, you take 5 damage at the beginning of your turn in this zone.
Ignore armor?
They do.
Cool.
But they still get to attack.
Run, by the way, is an action that enables you to move an additional zone. Just since I checked.
Okay, fine. So they actually can't attack then because they ran to get onto the platform, but they're still making the deadly hazard. And what's cool is if the Plague Monks are in the same zone, they act as a bodyguard. So you have to actually kill the Plague Monks to get to the Plague Sensor Bearers.
You're right, that is cool.
It's really cool. I
mean,
want this as my new army. Well, I got Death Guard get that. My Poxwalkers. Anyway, Plague Monk Plagueis. And then the Acolytes. The Clan Skya Acolytes. Why haven't I got the data sheet?
Chew!
Bless you.
It's hard to overstate how fucked we are.
We are.
Yeah, it's gone really badly. What are these? Oh, they will run up there. Oh, this
Then
is nice.
again, I like that it can go badly because, you know, it's different.
That's what Daryl would say if he was here.
Is it the one? The ones that she's not here is the one we all die.
So they are just clan rats. Oh, they ran anyway, so they can't hit. That's fine as well.
What are the big guys that are bigger than the plague? That's bigger than the plague rats?
That's just a swarm of plague
Swarm.
monks.
That was it.
Yeah. I think these all ran as well. Yeah, they all ran, so they can't actually attack. So, last initiative, Carrich takes 1
Saves
damage. Takes 1 damage for being in the plague sensor zone. And then it's his turn.
Right. Okay. Well, Carrich doesn't really have much choice. He's got to fight his way out of whatever he's in, probably, before he can do much else. So. Just checking all of his things. Alright, yeah, nothing especially interesting to do in this situation. He will just... So, hang on, he's surrounded by what exactly? He's got the Plague Monks.
Plague Monks, Plague Sensor Bearer, 1 Clan Sky Acolyte, and then 2 Pack Masters.
Okay, and who are the bodyguards, if any, in his zone?
The monks are defending the Plague Sensor Bearer.
Right, so... in that case, he'll swing for the monks. Weapons, great hammer, boom. Okay, what's their defense?
Their defense is their toughness is. Oh, their defense is poor.
Defense is poor. Attack is good, so we're hitting on threes, right? Does it have to be double to become twos, or is it 2 steps?
Poor, average, good. So that is twos. Yeah, you're 2 steps ahead.
All right. Swing.
2, sir.
And a hit. 1 becomes a 2, so it's 5 successes, so it's 7 damage.
Nice. Yeah, so you just start swinging at these plague monks, smacking them proper Vermintide style, and you take out 7 damage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you take out 7 from the swarm.
Yes. How many in the swarm?
10.
Alrighty. Swings again.
Thought you might.
He's got little options, but his little options do involve smashing the fuck out of everything with a big hammer, so they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Alright, this time he gets 6 successes.
Well, the plague monks are dead. Bit.
Yep. Boom, now it's his turn again, top of the round.
Yes.
And just for the sake of mine and your memory, now that it's the top of the round, he
takes another point of damage as well for the minor hazard.
Right, it takes a point of damage, and then okay, so his defense increases a step.
Yep.
Because he's got 2 or more enemies.
Yep.
And he gets, sure, he gets some extra attack or something. Maybe not. Oh no, and then his defense increases again because everyone else is in the lower initiative order than him.
Yeah.
So his defense is now exceptional or whatever, extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, it's only superb.
Only superb.
Yeah, well, he obviously swings for the stinky sensor man then.
Fine. Poor toughness again, or defense.
At least Carrick's having a good time.
I mean, if you want one person to be standing by the doorway defending it for you, it's the Stoneguard.
It is. Right. Swing and another 5 successes becomes 7 damage.
It's splooshed. Not splooshed, squashed. It does sploosh. It goes into the sewage.
I mean, he's absolutely batshit. He does it again. He's now he was back up to 2 metal. He only spent 1 metal, so he spent his action, and now he's spending his metal. Yeah, he basically gets default 4 or 5 actions in a row. You
only gain a metal per turn though.
Yeah, but he spent 1 metal last turn, started his new turn, so regained the metal.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
So, but if he spent all his metal, he could have 5 actions in a row.
Yeah.
If he didn't buff any of his, but he doesn't need to, so... Swing and a sploosh!
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? It's another 7 damage.
It's dead.
Alright. He didn't need any battle rage. He got rage enough.
Yeah.
He will then move up this way using his movement to sort of engage with these 2. Sort of hold the door. And he'll hold on to his last point of metal in case it comes in handy later, I think.
Okay.
Just a quick check if there's anything else he should be doing. No, I think that's it. So yeah, completely just enraged, I think, by the death of the Sylvaneth and the failure and betrayal. He just goes full fucking Garen, splooshes everything within sight, and charges off to find some more rats to kill.
He's fallen off that ladder, isn't he? That Teclamentari ladder.
It doesn't sound like he's having a very sort of chill and zen Stoneguard time.
Yeah, if this was my adventure, I'd have a really old Stoneguard master be like, "You have lost the way of your teachings, young Padawan." And he'd be like, "Fuck you, I don't care. You're not my dad." Alright, initiative 5, that is the Zuriel.
Right, Zuriel takes 5 damage, reaches 0 toughness, and takes a wound.
That is so.
Which is terrific. So 1 wound, minor.
Why'd you take 5 damage? You just...
Because there's lots of stinky plague sensors in the area, so he just takes 5 damage.
Yeah.
Seems a bit much.
Yeah. He could have come naked to this fight, would have made no bloody difference.
Well, we'll remember that for next time.
No hazmat suits apparently in this era.
Yeah, don't you remember that from your time in the jungle, like just being naked?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
It worked. Right, well, Zuriel sort of mulling on his failure, looks around and sees the sort of red mist descending as he's surrounded by hordes of enemies and seeks his glorious death. And then, in a sort of moment of clarity, thinks, "This is not the way I shall end this life."
You think of those poor branch witches who you love so well.
Yes.
You can't let them die.
Exactly.
Spite branch and joy branch and all those guys.
Sigmar sent me here to make a difference.
To remind us that like both factions are shitty. We have to save one of them, probably.
And he's going to he's going to teleport away.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Can I put -1 spell code casting bonus? That's not that great. Let's see if that works. Since I'm poisoned.
You are poised.
Fortunately, he is successful in teleporting away.
Nice.
And so he teleports to here. It doesn't really make much difference if he
Just remember you're stunned, so you just got your one action.
Yeah, he's gonna go to here.
Okay.
Think, or here. Presuming that he, when he recovers from his stupor, might be able to make that little jump. And that's the end of his turn, glorious as it was.
Yeah.
But he's no longer stunned, at least.
Let me just see if this platform has any fun rules to it. It kind of wobbles, but you're okay. And you can sort of see it's anchored by these 2 ropes. Otherwise it would just go off the edge of the waterfall, so
That does still sound fairly perilous.
yeah. Could cut off, being chased if you wanted to, but they don't seem to have an issue swimming. Okay, and then initiative 5, Uzik.
Problem with a waterfall.
Uzik ducks around a corner, flinging gross disease at you, Molasses, as you chase after him.
Well, I'm in shadows again, so do you mind if I do a stealth test to check if he notices I'm being chased? Or do you presume he's just throwing stuff behind him just because he assumes he's being chased?
You could. So you're saying you would have done it as a free action in your turn?
Well, yeah, you automatically do that whenever he shadow steps. Yeah, you don't instantly use a stealth check. Sorry, I wasn't aware I would need to, but absolutely, I want to have used a stealth check in my previous turn when I stepped shadows in there.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what DN do you want me to roll against?
Just DN4 and
let's see what we get.
see if they beat his natural awareness.
It's 3 successes. Yeah, it's 4 successes.
Okay, so you do manage to stealth through the tunnels. So he will do an awareness check, which is not very good. It's just 3 dice, so he actually can't even beat you. So
The Master of Shadows.
the Master of Shadows. So he will just continue to sprint for all he's worth down the tunnels.
Fantastic.
It's the Gutter Runner's turn. We'll go 1, 2 as they sprint into that, jump into this little river, and then Molasses, your turn.
Well, I continue to pursue Uzik. Now, I don't understand. I don't know how this works. It's obviously, I don't know. It's weird to think about. It's a very strange concept. Obviously, I want to try and, as soon as I can, I want to chase and engage and stab him in the frickin' back. But it's weird, I guess, think about shadow stepping while he's going around corners. So I'll leave it to you to tell me how quickly I can catch up, I suppose. But if it's dark enough, obviously another shadow step, which is at long range, but I still have long range around like curvy tunnels. So yeah, it's interesting to think.
I'll say that you managed to get shadow step into melee range with him.
Great.
Otherwise, you're gonna spend all your turns. I did not expect half the party to be going down tunnels either way out of the.
Sure.
Out of the arena.
That would be kind of how. Yeah, you don't expect these things. But
Like there's a big fight coming up. Let's split up.
I didn't expect 4 fucking rats to fucking jump me after
Shank
I
you.
fail a little test and then I'm completely surrounded, so I can't escape. It was literally my only escape route. While also pursuing someone that's not that
Very
so,
much the plan C or D being enacted.
yeah, I'd probably say we're on to F or G plan at the moment, I would say. Right, okay, cool. Well then, in the spirit of awkward things, here comes a backstab. It better be a fucking good backstab. I haven't done it in ages. I haven't attacked in like a lot of rounds. I've got to remind myself how it fucking works. Yeah, backstab, make attacks. Yeah, unaware of you. Yeah, double damage, ignores armor. I love that. So here we go, and I'll use metal on this bad boy. Actually, no, I'll use. I'm going to assume he's not very tough. I don't know why. I feel good about that. He must have some weaknesses. So I'm going to actually use a training. So I'm going to give myself +1 on that for my metal.
Oh, so he's also got a plague center as well. So you should take 1 damage at the start of your turn.
These fuckers, man.
That's how they get you.
Well, yeah, that and all the other ridiculous powers they have. Cool. All right. What is your defense?
Average.
Good. So I have good melee attack. So that's 3s.
Yep.
3s.
Yep.
Great. And I use my bonus, so +1. Okay, that's pretty good. 3. Okay, yeah, that's 6. That's 12 damage, ignoring armor.
12 damage. So he's got no toughness. Where is he?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
12 damage ignoring armor is pretty good, yes.
Yeah, and then you give him a major wound, because it's 2 damage. So it's two blobs off of his wound tracker.
And then here comes my favourite broken part of the game, my stun off my Carrich blade, which is DN4 plus successes.
Yeah.
So a 4-12 mind test, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I'd stunned that motherfucker earlier.
Pass, I think.
What?
No. No, I pass. As in, I don't do it.
You just done it. So he's stunned as well.
Yeah. Yes.
And then
No
for
3
extra
metal for him.
Oh, good. Well, that's actually relevant. And for fun, that I use my talent of hit and run as a free action. If I deal damage to melee weapon, I move to adjacent zones of free action. I know we're in weird non-zone territory, but I basically disengage as a free action, step away, so he has to come to me again to engage. A bit of distance from him. That's pretty good. I was happy with that. That's kind of my main play, though. I'm now a bit like, okay, cool.
Cool.
Hoping you're just gonna die. If you don't die in that one, it's usually leave this to Zuriel.
No, this is the bit where he usually swims.
Where are the last hitters?
Yeah.
Orixion!
Hello. Does it, maybe are the tunnels on like a loop? Is it going to be like Rick's going to be chasing them and end up back and come this way?
Oh,
That'd
I'd
be
love
great. Wouldn't that be great?
So the rat ogres are going to start trying to follow you down the tunnel to defend Usyk.
Oh fuck. But we're pretty far, right? We are like we've run a good mile or two, I think.
But they're chasing you down. You just have to imagine it because I do not have a map of random tunnels that you.
It's pretty cool.
I'm imagining these hulking ogres storming down the tunnels.
Squeezing down the tunnels.
I mean, again, I would make the point no one actually saw me go down the tunnel. Not to break the cool ogres chasing, but just throwing it out there.
Oh, so you reckon that they're still defending the tunnel, thinking that I buy that.
I'm not. I mean, I not to be a dick, I quite like that as like a thing, dramatic. But yeah, I mean, I would have vanished and into stealth into tunnel and gone down tunnel with stealth. So I didn't see. How
Molasses might like that.
Artist creatures, to be fair.
No, I quite love the idea of them. Yeah, coming up, and it just doesn't make any sense in the game, unfortunately. If I'd rolled less well on my stealth, maybe. But I did.
No, it does actually make sense. I'm merely saying mechanically that there are others who might like it less.
Yes, no, it would have been like again, I felt I quite like the idea of splitting up, taking a few more of them. It just wouldn't. Yes, unfortunately, didn't make sense.
So again, having to run back and forth across the map. As you kite the Skaven army.
Yeah, that's quite.
That rat ogre jumps into the and so everything comes to chase you, and then one rat ogre is like defending the tunnel with its big defilement toxin cannon. Yeah. And then it is initiative next round.
Top of the round, right? It's Carrich then.
Yes.
Top of the round.
Top of the round.
Let's see. I want to get Carrich to Zuriel. I don't think I can until he's finished fighting. Okay, well, there's nothing for it. One moment, I just need to check. Right. Well, Carrick's just going to have to. Actually, no. He can take a hit. I forget how disengaging actually works in this game because I've never done it. Is it an opportunity attack if you don't disengage?
I don't know how running away works. I've experienced.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
Zuriel has never run away.
No.
And again, he is only tactically repositioning at this time.
Yeah, you don't get your Oaths of Moment victory point, unfortunately.
It's not Zuriel who's running away right now, it's Carrich.
Okay. So I think the way that Molasses has been doing it is it's just an action. Otherwise, opportunity attack, I think.
Yeah. Well, Carrich doesn't care for his own safety, so...
That's true.
He charges off. Is this the best move? I'm not sure this is the best move.
Can I roll my poor attacks against your superb defense?
Yes. You can. Yeah, he runs off and he joins Zuriel here.
In the zone with the 2 plague sensor bearers?
Yep.
Okay. You sure you don't want to text Daryl to make sure that's exactly what he would do in this situation?
Nope.
Fine. Right, so just do 2d6 opportunity attack. No, he's fine.
There's 2 plague sensor bearers, are there?
Oh, he can't get onto that platform.
Can't he?
No, because they're not connected, and it's 10 feet up.
Oh.
The side platforms are like higher up in the air.
Oh, we didn't know that. Okay, well then he doesn't do that. Figures. He will instead simply
Defend the zone.
Well, he's going to defend the zone, but not before he smacks down one of these little rats.
Fine.
So he'll smack down a little rat.
Smack the rat.
Smack the rat. Shoot. 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 Yep, it's dead.
Yes.
I don't know how low he'd have to roll for it to not be dead, but it's, I assume it's dead on a 7. Splat the rat, and then he he spends an action to defend the zone.
Cool. So I must use an action to make a body might or reflexes test opposed by your might. Okay.
Yes. And he has advantage on that test.
From his bulwark.
Stalwart Guardian.
Stalwart Guardian. Okay, fine. Cool. And then it is initiative 5. Zuriel. It's not a deadly hazard, it's just a major hazard. So it's just the 3 damage, ignoring armor.
Goody. So that's a major wound, is it? A serious wound.
If you got 1 tough, how much toughness have you got?
No toughness.
Yeah, it's a major wound. 2 to 4 damage is a major wound.
Alright, so... hang on. It's not showing correctly. Wounds.
But you're no longer stunned.
2... Oh, wait.
Or poisoned.
5, and then... serious. Alright. Oh fuck, I've been putting these wounds on Carrich. That's why he's not tracking any wounds. Let's undo that. Please hold, caller. It would be especially. Let's just double check. Carrich would want to have your wounds for you. Right. Zuriel jumps down into here and gets back to back with Carrich. And then
I think Carrick's like, "Where's Molasses? I thought she was with you." I'll kill you.
What is he gonna do then? I guess he's just gonna. Ooh.
Oh, look at this fancy skylight in his kitchen. How Instagrammable.
Oh wow, that is fancy.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like a LAN party reflected. You know.
Crazy, huh?
Wow.
Crazy. I know. It's just the life I lead. You know.
I never actually Instagrammed in the kitchen.
He's gonna cast Healing Light on
that's
the zone he's in.
Aww. Was it the first healing anyone's done in the whole game?
Wait, someone's healing?
Yeah, I'm healing. First healing I've done in combat.
You can
so
heal?
6-1. Yes.
Since when?
Yeah.
I've had it. It's one of my first spells I picked. Never bloody needed it.
You get like 5 though, to be fair, don't you? You get 5 spells or something when you start,
get
don't
those
you?
Spells.
Oh yeah.
It's not the most potent heal. It's a 6-1. I'm going to spend my point of metal to have my bonus on it. Great. Well, with 1 focus point, at least we both regain 1 point of toughness.
Oh, that's a bad roll.
It is. I mean, 6-1's not good, but I would have expected a 6.
Yeah.
So at least we gain 1, and also. Oh, and then if I take 1 wound, 1 damage, at least it won't be a wound necessarily.
Yeah.
That's the end of Zuriel's turn.
Okay.
As he looks down next to Carrich. He's like, "Oh, I've missed you, brother."
All right. Now that Uzik can see, by the way, I muted you, Molasses, just because time being. So just unmute yourself when you want to talk. But Uzik has spotted you. He is stunned. He's going to use his 1 action. He's going to point his horrible disease finger at you. and with a shriek, he's going to cast Disease. So you do need to do a 4-1 Fortitude test, please. Oh, I'll mute you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
Fuck off.
Alright,
That's so unlikely.
Let's see if I can roll a better on my 10d6 now.
That is so unlikely.
This is like Mind War. Another Eldar spell.
But this is where Soulbound's going to be kind to you, because isn't the worst thing that can happen is you can take a deadly wound.
It doesn't sound great to me. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3,
I hate
4,
that it
5.
counts up the number at the end.
Yep, 39 damage. So 5. It's 5 damage, ignoring armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you took a point as well at the beginning of your. Oh no, no, sorry, you haven't had your turn yet.
It's not been my turn yet.
No.
So I take 4 damage. What's that?
5 damage.
Oh no, but I lost 1 toughness. Now I take 4 damage over my toughness.
Yeah, so that's just a major wound. So two spaces off your tracker.
Honestly, I still have no idea how this fucking tracker works. Why it says I have wounds 1 of 5. I've never know if I'm going to get that back again. I'm just going to add. It doesn't even have major as an option. Is that serious? Is serious?
Serious, sorry, yeah, serious. Minor serious. It's because there's major hazards and major
wounds 2 of 5. That doesn't look good. Do I only have 5 wounds I can take?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
A
4-1. To be fair, that is quite generous, but that's ridiculous. Not to pass that.
And how long does the stun last from your
until my turn? Until my turn.
Fine. So I
and
can't
get you again.
I can't stun you in turn with my extra metal. Metal.
Thank fuck! I tell you what, that was very lucky.
And then it's initiative 5. So the gutter runners are going to try and jump onto this platform.
In your west.
They need to roll a.
I need to reread defend for the 3rd time.
So they can do reflexes, right?
When you any creature, might or reflexes opposed by my body might, but I have advantage.
Yeah, so I'm doing on 4s and you're doing on 3s then, basically.
Yep.
So that's 2 with 1 and 1 with 2.
Well, that is 4 successes.
So yeah, I have to roll two more times to.
I have to do each one. Okay.
Yeah.
Might. Bam. So many clicks. I'm just gonna roll dice. No.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm halfway through. Done. So that's 3.
Mhm.
And then dum. And just the 2 that time.
With the focus, oh no. And then the last one, because I missed it, it's just 1 again.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, so they are successfully.
Them away.
Yeah.
Proper crowd control. Sideways hammer.
Yeah, and then initiative 4 people, Zuriel and Molasses.
Initiative 5.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, still initiative 5, Zuriel then.
Alright, Zuriel is going to what's she gonna do? He's going to sling some devastating bolts that, as you know, he's probably not going to. We got some big problems here, like ogres and stuff, and also those plague monks. Right, he's gonna sling some bolts at the. Well, he wants to hit the plague sensors, but there's a bodyguard with them, is there?
No, because the monks aren't in the same zones.
Right, then he is sick to death, literally, and also metaphorically.
Yes.
So he is gonna arcane
Nearly.
bolt. Bam. All right. So that is actually the 6s count for 2. So it's 6 damage there. As finally his fury is unleashed.
6 damage. It's just enough. Is this the middle one, I imagine, or?
Yeah.
Nice, popped it.
Right. Where's the next plague sensor fucker?
There's 2 over here.
Ugh, hate those. Right. Spends a point of metal to sling again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh no. No. That's just 2 successes. That's just 2 damage.
Oh dear. Piddly.
It is piddly.
Is that your lot?
Wait, we didn't do Carrick's turn.
He's defending the zone. He killed a
Wasn't that
rat.
last round?
He killed a rat.
Oh,
No, this
sorry,
is still
that
the
was
same
his
zone.
turn.
Yeah.
And then they acted
Yes.
because they're initiative 5.
Yeah, the gutter runners are... These guys are initiative 5.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So technically you should have acted first, but they didn't do
Yes,
anything.
that's what threw me out. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Then it's onto the horde of enemies.
Well, Molasses.
Oh yes, of course. Go, lassie, go.
I mean, on the one hand, it's quite a clever nickname, but then I hate it. So,
Mango
that's
Lassie.
fine. Okay.
Uzik has turned to cast his miracle at you. He's wrecking you with diseased energy.
Okay.
He's still in close
so
range.
How does taking 1 damage work with wounds when you're over a track of your toughness?
So 1 wound, taking 1 damage is a minor wound. So it's 1 space on the tracker. Taking 2 to 4 damage is a serious wound. So it's 2 spaces. And then a deadly wound is 5+, and I think that's 3.
I fucking hate this track. I've just added a wound that's removal wounds I took. I don't understand how that could
It's not like you get down to 0. You don't start with 5, you start with 0.
a minor and a serious. Okay, that fine. Okay, that I see it. Right, great. I added thing. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna move in. And I'm gonna make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Low.
No more backstab.
No, I know.
But he's got no toughness left, so...
Or hope you kill him, or
Yeah, okay. Right. We'll do this. Let's go. I'm going in. I'm going for an attack with my Carrich blade.
Yes.
Yes. What's it's still 3, right?
3's, yeah, average.
Oh, still, it's good. Yeah, 5 damage, just off the bat.
Nice.
But that is...
So he's got 1 point of armor.
There you go, so it's 4 damage.
So it's 4 damage, which is a serious wound. Yep.
So he's still alive.
He's still alive, just.
Alright, well, roll a slightly more reasonable...
He's got a couple of toes left.
Let's do a slightly more reasonable mind. DN 4-5 mind test. Still quite a lot. No, 4-4, sorry, because it's damage. Yeah.
4/4 mind test.
Yes.
Can't pass it. Is it
We
just
stunned
mind,
again.
or is it something else?
It says mind specifically. Yeah. Oh, it's mind determination. Sorry.
Determination. Yeah, he's got nothing extra with that. So
Great. So he's stunned again. But then, actually, do I just attack again? I was going to put in a pit of shades, but actually, that attack was quite good. Maybe I just fucking keep stabbing at him. To be honest, it's quite. I might get a bit of a drag. Attack.
Yeah.
And use my metal to attack again. Yes, here we go. Oh, fuck me. Exact same roll. Oh, is it enough? Yeah. Oh no, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, another 5. Yeah, another 4 damage.
Oh, tell me how you kill Uzik Smolderhide in the tunnels.
Well, it's just that. It's well, after stepping back, it's a leap at him with one hand to the throat, and just the other one's just stabby. Eye, neck, throat.
Nice.
All good.
Nice.
Enjoyable.
Several
I don't know what's achieved, but it felt good.
more stabs than you actually need.
On the plus side, that fucking ogre's right for a backstab. He's not even looking the right way.
Yeah. All right, and then the rest of the reds. The rested reds. So the 2 plague sensor bearers are going to try and jump on. So let's try to do this quickly. They don't have any reflexes or anything, so it's just going to be 2d6s.
Nice bridge, Michael.
So just 1 each.
Sorry, am I
You're
defending the zone?
Defending the zone, yes.
Defending the zone. How many dice was I rolling for? I'm going to do it outside of the. I just need to
Yeah,
check so I
yeah.
don't have to click through the 4 clicks to do it each time.
You were doing 5, I think, each time there.
It's 5. It's 5 dice. So, oh, good, I can do that on here.
I mean, it's very, very useful that you're stopping these plague sensors bearers from getting on your zone.
Oh yes, it is. Right, that's 3 successes.
Yep.
And again, it's 4 successes.
Cool.
I mean, this is one of those funny things as well. Daryl's wanted to be defending a zone effectively all the time.
Yes.
And as soon as he's not here, it's the best it could ever be.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. He just keeps batting them away.
Nice. And then the plague monks. I'll do the swarm of plague monks. They get 1 success.
Hold back the bloody tide, Carrich.
How could he? Oh well, it is 1, which is just enough, I think.
It's 2.
Oh yeah, you're on 3s, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, rat ogre.
Focused as well, actually, which I've not been using. This this is where it could get a bit tricky.
Well, the rat ogre doesn't even need to get in range.
Oh, bugger.
He'll shoot you with his goo cannon.
He's gonna shoot you with his goo cannon.
Don't like that.
No.
So let's see here. So it's 7d6. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot at Carrich because he's obviously like going batshit crazy, smashing all these rats back. But his defense is super crazy, right? So
Let me just try and figure out what his defense is again.
It's definitely better than good,
it's
right?
At least superb. It could be extraordinary.
Fine. So I do get 2 actually. I get 2 successes. So he gets hit by a medium dose of defilement, which is 3 points of damage, ignoring armor, and he poisoned for a turn.
Don't like that.
Yeah. Let me just double check. Oh no, sorry, it targets a zone, so both of you roll a 6-1 reflexes test. Or have that effect on you.
Okay, so for Carrich, Carrick's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Zuriel, on the other hand, has got 3 dice to make it happen. Oh, he does.
Nice. I use my point of metal to do it again.
Great. So is it just rolling the reflexes test then?
Yes.
Carrich again.
I think it's like auto hitting on a zone.
Ooh,
Oh.
But he does have the focus, so he's also still fine. Zuriel, can he do it again? As Carrich shouts, "Get down!" a second time.
Get down! Get down again!
He can.
Nice.
Oh.
Carrich is also. I think maybe if Carrich is like smacking the rats back into the water, and then you're like arcane shielding this defilement toxin.
That's cooler.
That's some fucking Avengers shit.
It is.
Cool. And then I'm not going to bother rolling for these nasty buggers, but they're all gonna.
They're not getting in.
They're going to start queuing up. Right, and then that is next round. Then Carrich.
I think at this point, Carrich will say, "Maybe it's time to leave."
The old
looking-
classic Carrich where he runs away here.
Looking at Zuriel's ragged form, and seeing that there's still 2 rat ogres to deal with and not enough friends.
Yeah.
And so he will cease defending the zone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cease.
he'll just run away. Although actually, what he'll technically do, no, he won't actually. He'll run away speedily and hope that Zuriel is behind him.
Okay.
And
Cape
it will
flowing in the wind.
Oh yeah, Zuriel's like finishes defending against the spray of toxins and turns around and is like, "The bloody hell did that elf go again?"
And then it's your turn.
And then it's Zuriel's turn. So Zuriel, brave Sir Zuriel. Sir Zuriel, he ran away.
Okay.
And off he goes sprinting down. And I think do you think that perhaps there's anything in the tunnel mouth that he could thunderously strike on his way out to perhaps cause an obstruction?
To block off Molasses as well?
I sort of assumed that there might be a way out.
I mean, that's yes.
Just thinking he was trying to run away.
And to be fair, he has no idea where she is, so wouldn't necessarily blame her. But to metagame slightly up, you would hope that, he was running. I guess he's running like deeper down into another cave full of rats, I suppose. But
yeah, it could do. So
we really need Vox bees.
yeah, we do. I don't know. I think that's the practical decision that Zuriel would make anyway. Trusting again that Molasses would find a way out. Being the shadowy creature.
I reckon you could use an action to like attack some of this scaffolding and create a bit of a hazard. But I don't think you could bring down a whole masonry.
He'd probably just be focusing his efforts on running.
Fine.
If Carrick's sprinting down, if he doesn't see a way to create a really meaningful obstruction like a cave in, he'd probably just carry on jogging.
Fine.
As fast as his little legs will carry him.
Well, the great thing is that all these Skaven think that Uzik is fine and escaped, and they've successfully seen off these intruders. So it's.
I mean, they're half correct. They have seen off the intruders.
Apart from the one who's just killed their leader.
Sure.
But I guess it's just Molasses now. Solo single player mode now.
Here we go. Well, unsure as I always am of what's going on. We'll search Uzik for any kind of like, I don't know, does he have any more vials of nonsense or notes or any kind of anything that's
he has got more of those defilement toxin globes, but the Skaven seem to be immune to it, so
could be a leverage against the tree people if they play against us. I take some.
Sure.
Great. Anything else like a medallion or a symbol of leadership?
You pick up or not consume.
No, oh god, no, not take like a Nurofen. Take like put in my pocket. Do you have like symbols of like leadership or like I don't know anything cool in him? I guess also looking for some kind of like signal that he's. Although in my mind, I've got to get out of mind. These rats will not necessarily care if I come back with the head of their leader. They're not going to be like, "Oh no, you." They just fuck off anyway. I assume or try and kill me. I'm trying to think like a rat.
Think like a vet.
I think taking his head's a good idea. I'll take his head.
Okay.
And then I suppose what Molasses would do is kind of assume, while in a bit of a bloodlust, assume to return to the fight and slinking through the shadows, be approaching the back of the rat, and kind of trying to play this and also not just going to another hour-long just solo combat session. Would probably be moving to strike the rat before realizing, wait, it's quite quiet in there, and perhaps from a vantage point, peering through and just kind of seeing, I guess, all the rats just kind of. I don't know what they would do now. Just bumble? I guess they would all probably start heading back down the tunnel, I suppose.
Yeah, I imagine like some of like the gutter runners would probably run after, do what their name entails, and just run after the party.
Run after the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could always do an illusion to distract them out of the way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The big dumb rat ogres.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, yes, good point. Actually, yes. I don't know where everyone's gone. I can assume they've run backwards. Okay, well, let's just say, because I think we could backstab the rat, but it seems a bit folly when there's a lot more people out there. She's bloodthirsty. She's not stupid. She will. Yes.
I like this logic.
Yes. Well, there's like I think literally the dagger had been raised at the back and it just like peered around and been like, wait a minute. They've all gone. Fuck. And yeah, I guess let's say, if you'll permit it, yes, through a series of illusions and shadow stepping through shadows, will distract and weave and wob and make our way to the other tunnel to try and presumably go where other fellows have gone as well to catch up.
Okay, roll me stealth. So I can put it against their natural awareness.
Oh, God. Well, have you factored what happens if I fail? It's just another 15 rounds of combat.
You get smooshed by the rat ogre, of course.
Smoosh? Nah, he couldn't touch me. My fucking character sheet. Stealthy. Put some metal on it as well, so I'll roll another 4-2, you want to say? Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's 4 successes.
Yeah, they don't spot you. So you could probably shadow leap, like, Batman, Arkham Knight style, across the gargoyles, across the top.
Yes.
Safely across this room. Yeah.
Headed back up the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, feels very unsuccessful.
Unless
Orixion saved the day.
Oh yeah, and now we can go.
Oh yeah.
I think we have to hope that Orixion will have at least gained
the rest
the City of Envelgard some advantage.
Well, that was like what, 4 rounds, so about 24 seconds or something. So you're probably not that far ahead.
I haven't even got out of the dungeon yet.
No.
Fewer, I should say.
So maybe you hear the heavy footsteps of the rest of the party and the sort of the crackle and thunder of Zuriel behind you. I think your fly speed is normal as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you might have been sprinting or running at maximum velocity.
Yes, actually, yeah. I don't know
either
how
way.
that works out of initiative, really. I
Yeah.
assume that we're always moving at our fastest speed.
Well, you'll need to go somewhat carefully because you need to actually retrace your steps and follow the markings and everything. So,
True.
um,
You're
So,
quite
yeah,
right.
I think, for the sake of party game cohesion, let's just say that you all sort of managed to meet up at the entrance to the sewers. Or perhaps the rest of you sort of arrive and you see Orixion just flying off, and you're like, "Oh, Orixion, wait."
Yes, I mean, Orixion's plan was get to the surface as quickly as possible, and then fly to nearby the root tome, or whatever it was called.
Spireroot.
Spireroot, and just spy from above and see if he can see a force of perfidious rat men approaching the citadel.
Yeah. So the way this works is it's kind of like that mission in Wrath and Glory, where every in-game 10 minutes we roll to see if the Skaven attack has progressed. So the first stage is already complete. In Orixion, maybe you can see Spireroot and the towers that it's connected to. You can see Skaven rushing across the vines from the towers into Spireroot. And Doom has increased by 1.
No.
For fuck's sake!
So now, if somebody can roll me 3d6.
We're trying so hard.
I think Orixion should have to be able to roll a dice
Today.
this evening.
Should have to be able to roll a dice. Let's see if that works.
Okay. So
Well, he has rolled 3 dice.
yeah. So it's
No denying.
so you add the total. You add Doom to the total, which brings it up to 13. And it is, if it's equal to or greater than 13, the defilement timeline advances to the next phase.
Jesus.
So
Can
Orixion.
only roll a little worse.
Yeah. So Orixion, you can see the defilement cannons. Like you can see these big rat ogres who cross the vines, and they're sort of spraying the defilement onto the vines that were lifting you up before. So they're basically cutting off the Sylvaneth's only route of escape or reinforcement. But what the cool thing is, if somebody rolls a d6, you can see what happens with the Sylvaneth to see if they manage to fight them back or not.
Great.
Okay, so despite heavy losses, the Sylvaneth managed to give as good as they get. So I can reduce the Skaven forces somewhat as they fight. So that's some less stuff to fight for you there.
Some
You
turn off
get there.
like shooting massive Elden Ring arrows at people off the edge of the root spire root.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah, and then I guess the rest of the party meets up with you. So you got a couple of options. You can head straight to the Spireroot, or you can take a breather, but obviously that'll mean you have to roll again to see if the timeline advances.
No breathers needed here. Zuriel's just going to chug on his Aquagaranis on the way.
Okay.
Chug, chug.
Yeah, Molasses will chug.
Got all this money life juice. Might as well use it.
We'll chug on a Skiffer's Salve. which recovers 2d6 toughness.
Suck on the old Aqua Gyranis camelback.
It heals, but engenders a state of languid euphoria. But my speed becomes slow for 1 minute, so I might drag by the party for a little bit. Get 2d6 toughness back.
But you're just like, man, it's all fine.
Oh wow, that is a roll. Snake eyes.
I decree a reroll. I don't know how.
Sulfire.
I just feel that's a bit mean, and I'd like a reroll, please.
You should start playing Warhammer, and you will cry.
2. That's
You
plenty.
get loads of rerolls, but you still lose.
You just got to play Chaos Space Marines, and you can reroll your. Everyone can reroll once for themselves. Unless you're playing against Custodians, then you can't reroll at all. Cool. So so you've all sort of healed up somewhat. I'm saying, do we have any time to do anything else today?
Hard to say.
Hard to say. I've got a text box I can read.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, so it's fitting because the instant you emerge from the sewers, you can tell the mad Skaven was telling the truth. The misty streets are filled with bystanders that ripple and murmur with passing waves of shocked gossip. Something is happening at Spireroot. An attack of some sort? Screams and blood are flowing from the towers surrounding it. Is this a move by the Coil? Have the Sylvaneth gone mad? The Free Guild are being deployed, but they have been caught flat-footed. Stay away from Spireroot, lest your life be forfeit. I don't know why the text box is giving you a warning. It seems a bit weird.
I shall actually not stay away from.
We have to go there.
Yeah.
Woodtown, actually.
Sorry, adventure. Yeah. If you don't listen to the text box, you don't get any XP.
Oh no.
Okay, so to move through the streets, which are all congested with people watching what's happening at Spireroot. You basically need to get through the crowd. You could do like intimidation, or athletics, or find some other way to bypass the streets. So like Orixion, for example, can get there faster.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not going to knock the entire crowd unconscious. That'd probably be a bit heavy-handed.
You could just teleport you and the party onto some rooftops or something and parkour this shit.
Let's give that a go. It has to be quite a good test to do it.
Because
I need to teleport 2 allies, right? Let's see. He'll say some stirring words and say, have you ever travelled via etheric teleportation before? You may feel a little strange.
it's like disapparating.
Sigmar Storm.
You did surprisingly well, Harry.
He does get
Hey.
enough successes to bring his friends with him, and a bolt of Sigmar's lightning crashes down upon them, and even only the semi-worthy Molasses is sucked into the ether and
Nice.
reappears as another bolt of lightning strikes a nearby,
Nice.
conveniently flat and chained series of buildings.
Orixion sort of quietly grumbles that, like, I could have just flown.
Cool, could have had some
Who's
ropes,
shadows that do?
Cool, so we just do...
so shadows on the rooftops, Molasses.
I wait till night time.
So somebody just rolls me one more 3d6 and then we'll end it there. We'll see what happens when you arrive.
I've done nothing. And it's real fun rolling.
Oh, it does. Progress.
Oh no.
I think I rolled the same roll as before, didn't I?
Got one better. One worse, rather.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Go Skaven.
Alrighty. Well,
That's not good.
I'm gonna hop off. I will see you
Nice.
next time.
Well, that
So-
was